Yeah, we saw some amazing racing up and down the field, but no more so than Max Verstappen. He's got a lot of support here, pretty much his home Grand Prix. I've seen a lot of banners saying, Max, drive it to the max, stuff like that, and he certainly did today. So let's take a look at the start. First thing to watch out for, he's starting quite far back on the grid, and yeah, had a difficult qualifying, of course, we all know the reasons. But watch out for when you're further back down the grid, how you start on even more of a slope, and watch that left front wheel, how it rolls backwards. And I think the car rolling backwards slightly affected his start. And you see the two McLarens fly past on the run up towards turn one. Now, he's a bit tentative, the only point in the race, I must add, where he was, but sees a gap, boxes in Raikkonen behind the Sauber, slips through the inside there. So that's 3 cars done. And then, yeah, excuse the camera break up. This is the best we can do here, working what we've got. But then he gets past the other Manor, drives, it carries great momentum through Rouge, and now he's behind Jenson Button's McLaren, who he knows he's got much better speed down on the straight. Obviously no DRS at the start on that first lap, and overtakes him as well. So yeah, 4 cars done in just a series of 3 or 4 corners, and he's even now thinking to have a go in the car in front of Fernando Alonso, who he catches up to on the exit of turn 15, and this frightens me, if I'm honest, this move. He sees him harvesting energy and goes to the inside of Blanchimont. It's very rare that you see that happen. Hang on a minute. Hate it when bugs land on my SkyPad. Get off. Right, and then we go to Nasser. Now this is even more extreme. On the exit of turn 15, Nasser gets a little bit of sideways oversteer going on there, and now he goes to the outside, going into the same corner at Blanchimont. And I'm just going to stop it there and wind it on, because this is at 195 miles an hour, folks at home, and see these tyre tracks there? Yeah, that happened yesterday in GP2, and you can see where those tyre tracks are going. Didn't put Max off at all though, did it? Round the outside, 190 miles an hour. Yeah, all 4 wheels off the white lines. He would have had to give up the position back. He got the job done down the inside of turn 18, and lucky for him, the Sauber then pits. So he did gain a bit of an advantage, but what a move. It's brilliant stuff. It's wild. It's ragged. You know, he's a very young driver, and we have to excuse him for that. But, you know, this guy, we're looking at serious talent here. Later on, he's behind Bottas, up and through Eau Rouge. You know, and this is exciting stuff. This is why we watch it. This is what brings us back for more time and time again. It's drivers like this, and yeah, you know, you can see he's a bit raw, but there's calculated moves as well, and pure driving skill, you know, seat of the pants stuff, where he's able to catch the car. Although he's gone over the limit, he's able to dance with the grip that he's got available. I'm sure it annoys and possibly scares the more experienced drivers around him at this stage, but we have to give him time, because I'm sure, well, I know it will be polished as time goes on. This is on Raikkonen, so a similar move to Bottas. I'm going to just slow it down for you, because he, you know, in a way, he's unfortunate. He sees a gap here, perhaps. He's caught out by the slow, I think it's Massa actually in front. And he's caught out by that and makes him lock up. So he would have got the job done on Kimi Raikkonen, but in a similar situation to the move on Bottas, loses the rear, and Kimi's able to come back through, and he's obviously well off of the track at this point. But brilliant stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I think he was, in a way, the star of the show today, and I know that, yeah, Crofty was saying how the fans are totally on his side as well, and so they should be. Brilliant stuff.